Alright guys, welcome to the Paranormal Side. Tonight we're investigating the Gettysburg Hotel in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Please give us a big old like, please subscribe to our channel, and we're going to get right on into the video. Thank you guys. Gettysburg Hotel.
Confederate attempt to seize Little Round Top. Possession of which was the key to victory in the battle. What's that man doing over there?
What man?
The man with the hand.
It's a statue, I think. No. Oh my
That
gosh.
was Abraham Lincoln.
We thought this was a real person standing here from across the street. She said, what's that person doing over there next to that other person holding a hat? So I think that's a statue, but I didn't realize
That both of them were.
that both of them were. Oh my god.
That's pretty cool. I got that. There's a balcony out there.
That's the timer or the, that must be the timer that's for the doors. The door. Oh my god. Look how thick that thing is.
I know, same.
Oh my god.
There back to me. I don't think you'd ever get there.
Wow. This is awesome. Dang on, this is beautiful. Is that a real cake?
I do.
I think it is.
Huh?
I think it is a real cake. This is supposed to be haunted too.
What is it?
It's a bank safe. I think so. Anyway. I swear I think that I've seen a video of people investigated here. This is awesome.
You know, it sucks if you got a lot in
Let's
this
go.
thing.
Yep.
And not,
Mm-hmm. Guys, if y'all see or hear anything, let us know. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
you can have a wig in
Mm-hmm. Hmm? Hmm? Say what?
I said I'd hate to have to clean them shoes.
I know there's somebody back there. Surprised they didn't tell us to get out of here. You said you would hate to have to clean them ceilings? What does that say? I think it's just a moving away, ain't it?
Yep. The four-way test is the thing.
Oh.
First is it, second is it fair to all concerned. Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
It's because of that air vent. Man, this place is awesome. I'm surprised they ain't kicked us out of here, you know.
I think they let you come in and do it.
Apparently so, because they did see us. Wow.
There's nothing back for bathrooms.
What's in there? Wow. Some kind of meeting room. This is called Eisenhower. Wow. It's pretty awesome. What's up, fam? Welcome to the paranormal side. I am currently in the Gettysburg Hotel, and it is known to be haunted. It's supposed to be haunted by a lady, nurse lady. I believe her name is, they call her Rachel. And also a soldier or two that haunts this place also. Which Rachel has also been seen in the ballroom and pretty much all over, but I think mostly on the third floor. And she's known to pull out the drawers as if looking for like medical supplies. So let's keep your eyes open, and if you see or hear anything, let me know in the comments. So let's get to exploring this place and see what we can find, and we will do an investigation here. That's why I wanted to check out the ballroom while I could. They got her locked down now. Dang on it. Dang. I'm glad I checked that out while I could. But supposedly, they say they see Rachel in there. Man, hard to see in there, isn't it? And also, that's another safe there. Gettysburg National Bank. York Safe and Lock Company. Hey, that's the front of the building back in the day. It was still there, but I think columns or something runs up. That's close to where we're staying, right there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, third floor. Wow. So that was the front of the bank. I guess that's where the bank vault was. That's pretty neat. Wow, look at all the snow that used to be in front of the place. Horse and all that. Christmas photo. That's pretty beautiful. Watchman is a hero in Gettysburg Blaze. Oh yes. I need to tell you that. This place served as a secondary White House for Dwight D. Eisenhower while he was recovering from his heart attack, which he had a place here in Gettysburg anyway, but they needed a place, I guess, to conduct their business. So this was it, and he stayed here while he was recovering from his heart attack. Wow. Once he left, he was the last guest, and I think it sat abandoned for a while. And then somehow it got set ablaze and it totally burnt down. So it ended up being restored in 1991. And so it ended up being restored, and it is what it is today. So, a lot of paranormal stories have come in about this place, especially about Rachel. And we'll end up going to the 3rd floor. Right now, I am on the 6th floor, and I'm getting ready to look out the window, show you how high we are up. Maybe you can see some of the mountains in Gettysburg. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful view. Over there, right there, is the seminary school where Buford tried to hold off the Confederates from coming in to Gettysburg. Right there, he went up there. If you've seen the movie Gettysburg, he was up on the top of that thing. You can't even see my finger, sorry. On top of that thing, right there. Just sitting there watching with a pair of binoculars as the Confederates came in. So, as you can see, maybe we could get to the basement. And I'm not going to make no promises on that. 3rd floor. A lot of times they say they also see Civil War soldiers walking down the hallway too, along with seeing Rachel. Which I think I already told you about. Oh, that's pretty cool. Which I believe I already told you about Rachel going to the cabinet drawers and either pulling out or searching for stuff in the cabinets, like medical supplies. Like she is looking for medical supplies. It's gonna be a whole lot more spookier doing this when it gets dark at night. Maybe we can do it closer to 3 o'clock. Which at 3 o'clock, or closer to 3 o'clock, we'll try to walk every floor to see if we do see anything. So, we'll see what's up. This part right here must be over the Starbucks, and a little ways over must be part of the where the bank used to be at. I think this place started out as like a tavern. Oh, that's pretty long ways down there. Started out as a tavern in the early 1800s. I'll have to look up the exact history of it and let you know, but for now I'm just showing you around. See if we do run into Rachel. Oh, this is pretty neat. What the heck is this? Man, this sun's bright. Wow. It's kind of weird. Oh, okay. I did not know it did this. See, when we come in, this is not the front way, this is the back way. But you come up and you sit down. I mean, not come up, but you park. I parked back here, unloaded my stuff, went in, checked in. This is the back way. And then after we checked in, got a room, came back, and we drove the truck off into the parking garage. But I did not know it done this. Did not know this. Man, there's a pool up there. Check that out. What in the world? There is a pool up there. That blows my mind. I did not know that. How do you even get to that? Oh, dip. Pool. Warning, no lifeguard on duty. I guess if I walked a little bit further, I could have found out. Wow, that is awesome. That is neat. I did not know this. Wow. That is neat. I doubt that's going to be open tonight when we come back out, but really don't need it open. Check it out. Get down there. I'm not doing that though. Wow. See the things that you learn? This is the 3rd floor. Wow. How far is this thing go? Oh my God, this hotel is bigger than I thought it was. Guys, I did not realize this hotel was this large, this long. Which I knew it was kind of big, but not quite this big though, you know, so. One of these buildings, Abraham Lincoln penned the Gettysburg Address. There it is. The Willis House. Abraham Lincoln was the guest of the David Willis in this house on November 8th and 19th, 1863. Here he met Governor Curtin and others, greeted the public, and completed his Gettysburg Address. So that's it right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
See the David Willis house.
Yep, that's pretty neat.
There's another plaque.
This is where he made or wrote the Gettysburg Address.
Civil War building, July 1863.
Wow.
And then Willis House. Abraham Lincoln slept in this house November 18th, 1863, the night before his immortal address at the cemetery. Erected by Gettysburg Camp 112, Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, November 19th, 1926.
Wow. There's the Gettysburg Hotel where we're staying at tonight. Right there. And this is the statue that we thought was real.
No, I knew that was fake. I thought that person right there was
I
real.
did too. I thought somebody was standing there reading something. We knew Abraham Lincoln was definitely a statue because we were standing way over across the street and you were like, what's that dude doing? I don't know. And then we walked over and found out he was just a statue too. I guess I don't know what he's doing.
Ah, I got it, man.
What?
The bronze Lincoln points with his hat towards the second floor of the Willis house where he probably finished writing his Gettysburg Address.
Wow. It's pretty interesting.
A late 20th century tourist's eyes followed the president's uplifted hand at the November 19, 1991 dedication.
Cool. So it was 1991 dedication when they made this. Look at this sweater. This guy's sweater. It looks so real, don't it? It's like part of the statue. I swear.
That's when they put him there.
What, the guy or the Gettysburg? Or
The guy.
when they put Abraham Lincoln there at the same time?
No.
They must have put them all there at the same time.
I believe.
That is awesome.
His cast and his hands were done in 1860 and 1865. Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
You know how tall the Lincoln statue is?
Huh.
It's 6'4", weighing 700 pounds.
Good night.
And
The
it's
cast.
finely crafted down to even his pocket watch.
Wow. Where's his pocket watch at? It does look like he's wearing leather, don't it? Man, I can't believe how real
right
it looks.
here, the visitor,
Yeah.
he weighs 400 pounds.
Oh my God.
And he's holding a text of the Gettysburg Address in his hands.
That is pretty cool. Cast of Lincoln's face. And there's his hands. We seen them, I think, yesterday, or a replica of them. Can't believe how much they weigh. So what's that? Oh,
That's the only known photograph of Lincoln
yeah, right there.
at the Soldiers National Cemetery site, November 19th, 1863. That's the only known photograph.
Yep. Must be the one there with the top at it. It might be the back side of them.
Yeah.
Wow. That is pretty neat. We really thought it was real. That is nice. Can't believe how much they weigh.
Well, points to the second floor, but what room did he stay in on the second floor? Or where he broke his Gettysburg address?
Must have been somewhere on the second floor, I guess. What are you doing? Ducking and hiding? Huh? Oh, you reading something?
Yeah. Commissioned by the Lincoln Fellowship of Pennsylvania, 1991.
Wow. I swear though, look, I mean it looks like real leather. Even, I swear I just can't get over it.
This is the Willis house. I read in 1814.
Wow. Might have to try to go in there later and check it out. I don't know if you can see in these windows or not. No.
He delivered his Gettysburg address on November 19th, 1863.
I know that one part of the look, come here. See here. That hotel extends all the way down there. I mean, it's pretty big. That's part of the hotel there too.
Huh?
That's part of the hotel there too. See the
Must be where the ballroom is and stuff.
well, the ballroom should be right here. See, Gettysburg Hotel Grand Ballroom. I think that's where the bank used to be at. Yeah, because there's the windows that you can see in the ballroom. That is neat. Look at the old style.
Yep, that's ice cream place called Lulu's.
Lulu's. Lulu's ice cream. That's cool. Alright, let's go on back in the hotel and check it out. Walk around a little bit and explore.
Watch out for cars, 'cause you can run away.
Check the moon out.
I know.
That is awesome. It's getting pretty full.
Yep.
Fitness room, I didn't know about that. Let's go check it out. Good. Looks like it goes down pretty doggone far.
Here's the basement.
Floor basement.
There ain't no bed here.
What's that? Yeah.
It's closed. But that's cool. It closes at 11. So that's
What?
what they want to do. Center.
Yeah, that on the video I seen on that Britney's 44 video said that it was underneath the ballroom, but I'm sure all that connects together, you know. I would have stayed in there, but It was cameras watching us. And you don't know who's watching, you know. Yeah. It's dark in there. See? See, there's pictures of Eisenhower on the wall. It's hard to tell right now.
I see.
I took a video of it. So you want to see the basement?
We seen it before.
There's no sign saying stay out. What floor is this?
The basement.
Yeah. This must be the other end. That must be down there towards the workout room.
Yeah, because he usually leaks it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Then that laundry room.
Yep. See, you would think that it would end right here. Right through here. I think they say that Rachel was supposed to have like a long flowing white dress. See right there, that's the alley that we came in. And the pool's right over there. See this view? See the view? This hotel is a lot bigger. Keep your eyes open, guys. I don't know if you can go out there now or
I don't
not.
think you can. I was just trying to see what it looked like.
Yeah, it's dark out there now.
Did you get a video of it earlier?
Yeah. It's dark out there. If y'all see anything, like y'all see Rachel or anybody or hear anything, let me know, guys, in the comments. Now this is the 3rd floor, correct? This is where they supposedly see Rachel.
Well, the 3rd floor was the hospital.
Oh, that's right.
For the wounded soldiers. She was a nurse.
She was a nurse.
Yes.
See, I'm telling you, this thing just goes on forever. See, I don't know if we're over the old part or what. I don't know if this is the old part or I can't really tell.
All I know is the whole 3rd floor was the hospital. During the Civil War.
Well, she probably wasn't this big back then.
Could you imagine if it was?
Well, I mean, it may have been. I don't know. But see, right now we're over the other buildings. Oh, I heard something.
I didn't hear people talk.
Well,
I didn't hear people talk.
that air feels good.
I'm standing here.
Right, right. Yeah, I'd like to know which one the Rachel room is. They say there's 2 on the 3rd floor. It's on it.
Yeah, but it don't tell you the room.
I know, I cannot find no information about it. And that girl, Brittany 44, said that there was 2 of them on the 3rd floor. I've yet to see any. This is dead ends. Well, let's make sure. Yep. Dead end, folks. Dead end. Alright.
meets here every Monday.
Oh, yeah?
I see somebody finally at the desk. Raise your arm if you're a soldier. Or raise your arm if you're somebody that stayed at this hotel. He's not listening to me. He might not like women.
Can you wave at us again? Just wave at me one more time. We'll leave you alone. Alright, got a motion sensor, REM pod, headphones on. We're going to try the spirit box. You good? Alright. So, Gettysburg Hotel investigation. EVP session. Is there any spirits in the room with us right now? At all? Rachel, are you here with us? That's me walking around. Carrie's doing the Estes method with the spirit box.
I heard no.
No? How about Jack? Is Jack the soldier with us? Are you from the north or from the south?
I heard south.
Thank you. You can't hear me at all? You sure? 100%.
But I did hear south.
You didn't know what I asked?
No.
Did you get shot or wounded?
Wounded.
What is your name?
Ask. I don't know this thing.
What is your name? Is your name Jack? Can you come over here and touch this device on the floor? Make it go off or move it on the couch. If you can touch that device, I would appreciate it. Who was your commander? My name is Joe, and it's nice to meet you. I'm glad you're communicating with me. The lady with the things on her ears and the little box in her hand, her name is Carrie. And we're just here to get to know you a little bit. To see if you're still hanging around. Is this your room? What room do you hang around in? Is it this one? What room do you hang around in? How old are you?
Sounds like it said 12.
Are you 12? Are you male or female?
Now,
Is there anything you need to tell me? Or wanting to tell me? What year is it? Can you tell me what year it is? Please.
there ain't nothing coming through.
Well, it seemed like you were kind of answering a little bit of the questions I had. I asked how old he was. You hear me?
Huh?
I said it seemed like you were answering some of the questions that I asked.
Now there's nothing.
I asked how old he was. You said 12. I said, are you from the north or the south? You said south. So it was kind of congruent of what I was asking.
You forgot I said wounded.
Yeah, I asked what happened to him. Were you hurt? You said wounded.
Now there's nothing.
But you couldn't hear me at all?
It's complete silence.
I guess we're gonna go and give it up. I mean, I'm gonna record all through the night, and I've been recording all day while we were gone too. So there could be something that we might have picked up. Sorry, it's not much of an investigation, but we done a long investigation tonight at Jenny Wade House. But just a big hotel, and really doesn't really feel haunted, really. But
Not like the places we've been to.
yeah, but we'll see you in the morning. We'll record all night long though. Alright guys, see you in the morning. Good morning, fam. We slept pretty good last night here at the Gettysburg Inn. And I don't know what kind of activity we got on the live stream that I recorded last night privately. But I will tell you this. I got woke up a couple times last night with the motion sensors going off. So I don't know what that means and I don't know what happened. But I did wake up and I didn't see anything. But maybe we got something on film. But I don't know. Alright guys, we're going to sign off on this video here and head on down to the next location. Alright guys, that wraps up this video for the Gettysburg Hotel. And we'll have to review all the evidence and see what we get. I appreciate it. Thanks, and give us a big old like. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Alright guys, thank you. The Paranormal Side is giving away a free, unused Ouija board with our logo on it, one of our very own K2 meters, and giving away our very own voice recorder. The Ouija board and K2 will be signed. So if you've ever wanted to get into ghost hunting, or if you just like paranormal memorabilia, now is your chance to win these cool prizes. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment, and share on every new video, and you will be counted one time for each video. Contest started on September 26, 2021 and runs until we get to 1,000 subscribers. We will announce the winner live on YouTube after we reach 1,000 YouTube subscribers. What's up everyone, this is Joe, and welcome to the Paranormal Side. Today we are at the Randolph County Asylum. So guys, we've come a long way to get this content, and please like and subscribe to our channel, and we sure appreciate it, and welcome to the Paranormal Side.
Okay folks, welcome to Randolph County Infirmary. Winchester's 2 miles that way. You can go right down 27 to get there. My name is Ted Martin, and you're sitting right now on the very same foundation of the very first building that was built here in 1851. And it was built out of wood, okay? And it, of course, needless to say, they didn't have gas or electric back then. Your heat was fireplaces, and your light was oil lamps and stuff like that. So you got old people, and some of them are mentally handicapped, dealing with fire. And so that's usually not a good combination. And so needless to say, after not very long, the very first building that was here burnt to the ground. Now I'll tell you right now, there were no casualties in that fire. And that's contrary to some stories that I've heard, okay? I've heard stories that everybody was killed in the fire, and you got little crispy critters ghosts flying around. And that's just not true. It did not happen. So if you see a crispy critter ghost, they're from someplace else. Okay? There was a grand total of 16 people that were here when it burnt down. And now you got 16 people that have no place to stay, no place to live. And so the county is responsible for their taking care of them. And so the first thing they got to do is build a new building for them quickly, and I mean quickly. Now this earth here underneath us, they make bricks out of it and clay tiles. Some of the first clay tiles for drainage in the whole country was made right here in Randolph County. And so, in other words, they're going to build a building, but they're going to make their bricks right here on site to save time, okay? Now, you have to get a brick up to 1,500 degrees for it to get the proper glaze on it, for it to be waterproof, okay? And they done it in such a hurry. When they're building the building is right across this driveway right here, on that area right over there. When they're building the building, they did it fast, and the bricks weren't hot enough, okay? And so from the very same day that they were building the building, it started melting anytime it would rain. And as a matter of fact, in the 1890s, we've got records of windows falling out of it, where the bricks would melt around the windows and they'd fall out, and all kinds of nasty things about it. So needless to say, people are complaining a great deal to the commissioners about it, okay? In 1897, they got together and got to talking about, okay, what are we gonna do to take care of this? And that's when they got together and decided, hey, we still got that foundation over there from the old original building. Why don't we just shore that up and get us an engineer? Let's engineer a new building, then we'll extend that foundation to whatever we need, you know. And by 1898, they actually started doing that. So in 1899, it was done. This building was done. And people walked across the driveway and took in. I'm going to say probably 40 people moved in. Okay, I don't know exactly how many. But I do know that since 1899 until this building closed in 2006, there was 1,498 people that went through this building. Now, one of the questions a lot of people ask me is how many people died here. I don't know. I have no idea. But we're looking at almost 1,500 people, and the majority of them are old or sick. And I'm going to tell you right now, at least 200 have died in this building, at least. And when you're out doing your ghost thing tonight, there are still spirits here. I know there's been a lot of natural deaths. I know there has been at least one murder, and I know there's been one hanging here, okay? I know that for a fact, all right? So.
Alright guys, we're starting our investigation now. And it's so hot. But we're at the Randolph County Asylum. And this is the jail cell that used to be in the basement. This is the jail cell where Nick Ross stayed the night at. Right here. And he had...
So there was more activity out in the hall than it was in here.
Exactly. Kept them up all night long. Is there anyone that would like to communicate with us? My name is Joe, and this is Carrie. This is where they think that maybe the thugs' rooms were. It might have actually pushed, what was that guy's name, John? John out the window, which was currently in this room that we have night vision's camera set up right now.
This is John Oliver Champ's room. John Oliver, remember they say in the World War II, there were some chumps out here. John Oliver did not like the chumps whatsoever. And he gave them a bad time. He was ratting them out to the judge all the time, you know. And so they decided to get John Oliver. And they did. Okay, so one fall, when it was in the fall, and what year was that? 47 or 48, I think. They were doing a fall cleaning, and everybody was cleaning their rooms and washing windows and everything, inside and out. Well, this old guy's 83 years old. He's not climbing a ladder to do the outside, okay? So John Oliver's in here, and he washed all these windows. You can see beside the bird crap, this window is still pretty clean, okay? Nobody has ever washed this window, ever. John Oliver was the last guy that washed his window. And it's just the bottom is clean, because he couldn't get to the top. He did inside, but he opened the window, and then he's actually sitting here in the windowsill, with the window closed down on his legs, and two of them chumps walked by and seen him sitting there thinking, this will look like an accident. And they picked his feet up and shoved him on out his window, and he went over backwards. And needless to say, it killed him.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to communicate with us? My name is Joe, and this is Carrie. She is my wife, and we're married. We're just here to try to get to know you a little bit better. Can you communicate with us? This right here is the judge's room, right here. Judge, are you in this room? Well, we're not here to bother you really, and we're just here to talk with you, try to communicate with you. Can you tell us who you are? Through this device that Carrie has, this is called a spirit box. It's a way that you can try to communicate with us. Man, it's so hot out here. We run all of our cables and everything for our cameras. And it is so hot. Well, we're here. We came 12 hours to get here. Okay. Hello? Does anybody out here want to communicate? Can you say hello? This is the room that it was supposed to have put a bunch of satanic symbols on. Matter of fact, there's supposed to be some still on this windowsill. Maybe they painted over it. But the guy that done it used to previously own this asylum. And they used to practice witchcraft in this room. Allegedly, anyway. Can you tell us your name through the spirit box?
Okay, Doris was, at this time, was a little 11-year-old girl, and she had two older sisters. And her parents used to be in here, okay? And they finally got on their feet and got them a property down the road, down here someplace. Well, Doris's parents and the girl's parents were killed in an automobile accident. This is like, I think in the 1920s, something. And they were killed in, of course the highway was here still at that time, and they were killed in an automobile accident. And I don't know if Doris was injured then or not. I've heard that when she was little, she got kicked in the head by a mule. But I can't prove that. But I've been told that, okay? But Doris could not speak plain. Okay, she stuttered and couldn't talk plain. So her sisters, they're still young enough that they want adopted. Okay, but they never thought Doris would ever be adopted because she can't talk plain. So her sister brought her down here and dumped her on these steps right outside there, and then went away and left her. And so the caretakers took her in. And of course, they asked her, nobody here that lived here has to work. No, if you want to sit and look out the window all day, that's your prerogative. You don't have to do anything. But most of them are asked, do you want to help us here? You know, because there's a lot of cleaning, a lot of cooking, a lot of caretaking and stuff that needs done here. And the county's not going to let you hire outside help. Okay? So most of them are asked if they want a job. So they asked Doris, thinking, yeah, she'll help us clean, you know. She didn't want to clean, she wanted to cook. She's 11 years old, and she was a good cook at 11 years old. And so they put her right down in the kitchen with this lady by the name of Mary, who I happen to know was a black lady, and she was a tremendous cook. She was the main cook at that time. And Doris is working with her the whole time. Well, Doris wound up staying the cook and became the head cook, and Doris lived here the rest of her life. I'm going to ask you right now, the dolls freak anybody out? Okay, this is the room that Doris Addington passed away in 2014. And all the dolls that are on this shelf are hers. All the rest of them are ones that we brought in. Okay? There's a couple dolls in here I just plain don't like. I see they've left them here too. That one right there, Scarlett O'Hara, I do not like her at all.
I don't like this baby.
I
don't like this baby.
You know how much that antique thing is probably worth?
Don't care, I still don't like it.
There's one little baby down here that kind of looks like a monkey. I don't like.
Some in the closet too.
There should be some on that shelf in there.
Yeah.
One was set up. I set a trap up. I set a trap up for tall people. If they come in there and touch that, it falls over their head down their back. I usually warn people, but some I don't. You can tell here,
Dumbasses.
there's an old refrigerator sitting here. That thing's old.
Oh yeah.
And it's just some more of Dan's antiques. But this is the room that Doris does a lot of talking in. There's Barbie.
I noticed that right off the bat.
Pole dancing Barbie.
Yeah, I put that up there about a year and a half ago. She made a lot of dollars. I stuffed a couple of dollars in. I stuffed one down the front and one up the back end. And she has made lots of dollars sitting there.
Because she had a nice view out of her room.
Yeah, this is the room she passed away in.
It's a slanted room.
She was actually here several different times, but she came here first in the early 1920s when she was only 11 years old. So she actually spent basically her entire life in this building.
She must have had a good experience here.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the good things about it was, by her being a church lady, a lot of people offered to take her home with her, and she refused. Because her job was to cook
Right.
for these
This
people.
was her home.
And this was her home. And let's face it don't cost anything.
Right.
You've got a roof over your head, your meals are free, you know, and you've got some responsibility that you have to do. And so why would she want to live anyplace else? You know, back when they closed the place, that was one of the biggest problems. They had
Say hello.
Hey, Miss Doris.
Hey, Miss Doris.
I'm Katie. This is my husband, Joseph.
Yep, and we don't mean to, no disrespect.
No, we just wanted to come and talk to you. I love your baby dolls.
Maybe you can communicate with us. We heard that you like to cook. I'm gonna try to do some EVPs, okay? I'm gonna set it right here for a second. Miss Doris, my name is Joseph.
And I'm Carrie.
And I heard that people around the neighborhood or the community really loved your food and really loved you.
I heard that you love going to church too.
What was your favorite hymn?
Mine's the old rugged cross.
What was your favorite dish that you like to cook the most? Which one of these doll babies was your favorite? Just heard a big slam. It's from them. Let's see if we got anything. I don't know what that was.
I can't hear it. Did you took it over there?
Miss Doris? Mr. Ted said that you would love or would like to communicate with us. Do you know Mr. Ted? I'm going to ask some of the same questions again. What was your favorite dish that you like to make? What was your favorite food? Did you like to cook? I don't think we're getting nothing here. Well, Miss Doris, if you communicated, we sure appreciate it. We might be able to swing back by later on. Maybe you'll be willing to talk then. Don't be shy of us, though. We're not here to hurt you or bother you. We love your baby dolls. Oh yeah, I forgot about Barbie over there. I thought he said she had like $30-some.
That's what he said.
I don't believe it like one, but you never know. We might have got something on the camera audio also, you know. One thing about this place, it's no Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. I mean, it's not big like that.
This is Noah.
This is Noah's room.
This is where I tell you about the little boy that was in there with his mother. The year is now 1943, and this little boy got the old-fashioned measles. And people used to die from that, you know. And the little fella died. His name is Noah, just like Noah's Ark. I can't tell you his last name, but his first name is Noah, and he will talk to you.
Yeah?
And he plays with toys occasionally. He loves balls. Okay. But his name is Noah. And he was only 8 years old when he died.
I might try to come back here and connect with
That's
you.
why the chair is right here. Most
Yeah,
people-
I feel something here with Noah.
Hey, Mr. Noah,
Hey, Noah.
you wanting to play toys?
Do you like your toys that everybody brings you?
If I can get any EMS. Look at that. I was getting there's a spike. Here, I'll take it over there. Need to make sure my camera thing is off. Alright, airplane mode is on. Airplane mode is on. So it's not doing nothing now. Noah, can you make that green light go off for us again, buddy? My name is Joseph,
And I'm Carrie.
and we're just here to try to get to know you a little bit better. We're friends.
Would you like to play ball? Will you roll this ball back to me?
How old are you, Noah? I wonder if we can get any EVPs in here. No, I'm gonna try this little voice box thing here that I got in my hand. Okay? And all you have to do is when I tell you and I ask you a question is to try to answer it, okay? It's easy, really easy. All you have to do is try to answer it to the best of your ability, okay? It's not going to hurt you or nothing like that. But I'm getting ready to ask you. EVP, Randolph County Asylum. All right, Noah. Let's see if you can talk to us now. Can you tell us, hey? Which one of these toys is your favorite? Okay, Noah, we're going to check and see if you We can hear you on this little device, okay? A lot of people that died here. They don't know the exact number, but they're estimating around 200 died here at Randolph County Asylum.
But there is 51 buried out here.
That's right, there is a graveyard out back. Ted never took us out there, did he? No.
51 and a woman.
Yeah, and a mummy.
There's 51 people buried in that cemetery just from this building. Okay? There's 51 people and one mummy. Mummy actually came from Ansonia, Ohio. And it was a black man, an old black man that died over there at Ansonia. And you can look this up in the state of Ohio's history. This is true. This is actually part of their history, okay? This old black man died over there. And his name was Mose. That wasn't his real name, but that's what everybody called him. He's an old black man, so Mose, you know. And so nobody came to claim him after he died. Nobody knows who he is, actually, you know. And so there's two enterprising guys over there at Ansonia decided to use old Mose and make some money. So what they did, they took cloth and wrapped him up in that mummy type cloth, you know, and rolled him around in the dirt a little bit to make it look old. And then they put old Mose in the back of their vehicles and they traveled around the little towns around all over the area and set up a tent, put old Mose up in there, and was charging 10 cents a look for you to come in from that town and look at the real Egyptian mummy. Okay? And they would make good money off them. Now keep in mind, Mose has not been embalmed, so what's Mose doing? He's rotten, isn't he? So he's stinking. He's getting really bad. So they get to the point where in Winchester, they actually set up a tent on the courthouse lawn. And people are lined up down the sidewalk to see the mummy. And people are going in, coming out, throwing up and everything else. This guy, he's rotten, you know. And some of the people got mad about it. And they went to the sheriff. And of course, you can't carry a stiff around and do that. That's against the law, you know. And so here comes the sheriff, and he busts these two guys that are carrying him around. Now they got Mose. What are they going to do with Mose? Okay? Well, they know this is a pauper cemetery out here, so they bring old Mose out here and they bury him. Now, I got no idea where he's at, but I know he's out there. So when I tell you there's 51 people and one mummy out there, I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. Mose is out there someplace.
Does he have a headstone?
There's no headstone.
No headstone.
But the old guy's name was Willis Champ, that was hired on here as a farmhand, and his job was to feed the cows every night. And so Willis would go out there in the barn and climb up in the hay mound and get bales of hay and throw them out of that window clear over the top of that barn. And he was wearing gloves one day, and his gloves got caught in the binder twine. When he threw the bale out, he went out with it. And needless to say, when you see that window, you'll know it killed him. It did. Willis was 64, 65 years old. But the obituary says he died at Randolph County Hospital. He didn't. He died when he bounced off the blanket down here at the bottom of the barn.
Alright, this barn, which the graveyard's back there, back over there, that way. I think it's 50 something people with a mummy buried in there. And the barn, somebody died trying to feed the animals by throwing the
bale of hay
out, and it caught him by the hand, and he fell out the window.
Yeah, the top window.
It's hard to see it right now. At that top window way right there.
There was a lady that was down in the laundry room doing her laundry, and there was a couple of guys down there giving her a bad time. And she was scared of them, so she took off running down the hall, and she tried to hide from them in here, and she didn't get away from them. They caught her in here and raped her. That's why the flower's here. That's for her. And a lot of people get a lot of voice activity in this room.
My name is Joe,
And I'm Carrie.
and we're not here to harm anybody. We're just here to get to know you. Maybe you can speak with us. Now the REM pod's starting to go off a little bit. See, it's still going off. Lulu?
Is that you?
Do you need energy to make that thing go off? Can you touch it again for us? Thank you. Thank you. That's very, very good. That's very, very good.
How old are you, Lulu?
If you can understand this, can you touch that device again for us, please? I just got some kind of orb in the picture. Can you touch that device again for us, please? Let us know that you're still here with us. And that it's not a fluke. We've come a long way to meet y'all. And you. We've heard a lot about all you guys.
Can you make it go off if you want us to leave?
It's going off a little bit. See it flashing? Mm-hmm. Can you touch it again for us, please? There you go. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can get any K2s off the K2 kit. We are in the basement currently now, in Lulu's room, in the storage room, right?
Yeah, this ain't Lulu's room.
That's not.
This is where Lulu got raped
Yeah.
by them two men.
Sorry, Lulu, about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lulu, that happened to you.
That is very bad, not a good thing. I hope that them guys are really paying for their sins now. I got to turn the light on for a second. That thing's really going off now. Let's put the K2 down there. Because this floor right here should not have no electronics going through it all. Lulu, I'm going to put a K2 up here.
Make note that you're setting that off. Make note you're setting the cake in the REM pod off.
Yeah, I'm setting the REM pod off. Alright, I'm going to turn the light back off, okay? Can you make that little green light go up there, flicker for me, please? And let us know that you're here by using that one. It's just another way to confirm that you are here. Or use the other device on the floor. It's okay, whichever one you prefer, but we just want to see if the one with the green light will work. Can you knock for us? Whoa. Is that a yes? If that's a yes, make it go off again. That's pretty amazing though that the REM pod's going off, because it hardly ever goes off.
Mm-hmm. Or how about this? Can you tap like this?
That's probably a little too much.
Well, I was trying to tap, but
Can you knock at all like this? If you would like for us to leave, can you set that off again for us, one of them devices? Did you leave? She might have gone left. She might have either run out of energy or left. Lulu, we're going to leave if you don't make any more devices go off for us, honey. We just noted you have a very bad backstory, and we just want to let you know that we're very sorry about what happened to you. And thank you for listening to us and helping us out, try to communicate with you. Because that's all this is. Just trying to communicate. Man, it's so dark here. I can't see nothing. Didn't they say that they got some growls earlier?
mm-hmm.
Where was that at?
I think it was next door.
Next door? Oh, in the meat room?
Yeah.
Let's try to go over there, I guess.
See this chopping block?
Wow.
See the meat hooks up above it?
Mm-hmm.
They're original. So's this. In 1851, this is an oak tree out in the backyard. There have been a lot of chickens that lose their head on there probably. What they used to do would bring like a hog in here, hang him up there and cut him up, roll it in brown paper and put it right in the cooler.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Of course, that was an ice box at that time, since it's been converted into electric. And it would still work if we turn it back on. But I know this was originally here. There's a window with light right there, there's a window with light right there, and beside that we found the meat hooks. So I know this was where it was.
Wow.
I wonder how they cleaned up the floor.
How they what?
How they cleaned the floor.
Well, they put this cement floor in after some other things. Now listen to this story, because you'll find out why they put the cement floor in. In 1920, in the 1920s, early, there was a cholera epidemic in Randolph County, okay? Well, cholera will kill you quicker than COVID, okay? And, of course, this is bad news, really bad news. And there was only like 2 funeral parlors in all the county, all right? So the county commissioners worked out a deal, because the county owns this building.
Yeah.
County said to the ambulance people, if you go pick up a stiff, you try to get them into the morticians. And if you can't, we will allow you to bring them out here. and they dump them and stack them right along that wall, right there.
Wow.
Start raving naked and dead. You're in a pile right there. Okay? And then after a while, a couple of morticians got to thinking, well, why don't we put an embalming table out here?
Yeah.
And so they went together and they bought an embalming table. That's definitely not it. Okay, that's just there as a representation for it. Okay? So we're going to say this is an embalming table. Now you notice there's no drains in the floor, no nothing. So where's the blood and guts and stuff going? It's going on the floor.
Right, that was my point with the slaughter.
Yeah. So everything's going on the floor. So here's your mortician draining blood out of dead people and
Next to
pumping
your
embalming
chickens.
fluid into them right there. Well, somebody's cleaning the hog or chicken over there with the meat. Okay, and so what the old morticians would do was they wouldn't allow you to have a funeral for these people because it was just like COVID, you know. So what the morticians would do, they would get somebody down there that maybe wasn't dead with cholera and his family wanted a funeral, but he is dead. He had a heart attack or something, you know. His family wants a funeral.
Right.
But he's laying in a pile with people who's got cholera.
Right.
So he got cholera now, whether he
Sure.
wants it or not, okay? So they would pick him up, stick some money in their pocket from the family and say, hey, we want a funeral for him, and they give it. They get a funeral. So they take him right up here and they pump him full of embalming fluid. They roll him up in brown paper and they stick him right there in that cooler with pork chops to keep him until the family come and get him. Now, lo and behold, 3 old women out here got cholera and died. And word got out, and so everybody's saying, oh, it's food poisoning. Food poisoning, because they knew they were putting stiffs in there. They're saying it's food. If it had been food poisoning, there would have been 30 people dead.
Right.
Okay, so it couldn't have been food poisoning. What it really was you just came from the laundry. Okay, 3 old ladies have come down the steps carrying the dirty clothes right by these 2 doors right here. And if you think them doors will keep cholera in here, you better think again. You got dead people right there, and they're carrying their dirty clothes right by them, going to the laundry. Yes, they did get cholera, but they got it from here.
Right.
They didn't get it by food poisoning. But the word got out that it happened, and that was the end of the makeshift morgue out here. But it did really happen. It was less than a year that it was a makeshift morgue, but it really did happen.
You go first. Feeling.
This is where potentially that's where they say that the place was where they used to lay the bodies. The
Morgue.
the morgue table.
And against this wall back here is where they laid the bodies.
Is there anyone in here that would like to communicate with us tonight? We got some devices here on the floor. I know I just got real cold.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I call it an orb or something.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that. I got it at work too.
Mine came from behind the door.
I'm starting audio on your phone for a second. I'm gonna start audio on your phone for a
That's your
second.
phone.
No, your other phone.
Oh, okay.
Alright, syncing up audio now. Because, just in case, I want to try something. This is where the butchering table used to be at. You seen earlier.
Yeah.
Who's in this room? Can you tell us what your name is? I'm Joe. And we're just here to try to get to know you a little bit.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
We don't mean to be disrespecting anybody.
Is it disrespectful that we're in here bothering you? We don't mean to be. Very sorry, we are being disrespectful. We don't mean any harm at all. Can you tell us what your name is? I hear him walking around upstairs. How long have you been here? Did they put your body on against this morgue table and against the wall over here and store your body into this meat freezer? If they did, that was disrespectful. I am sorry about that, if that's what happened to you. The morgue table here. And they would put the bodies on the morgue table. And they would wrap them in brown paper, and what Mr. Ted told us. And either store them against the wall over here, and I think after they put the brown paper on them, they would put them in this freezer here.
I think he said the ones they stored the brown paper on and stuck in there was the ones the families wanted burials for.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And on this floor here, there was a lot of blood that seeped into the ground. What kind of plague was it?
Cholera.
Yeah, and a lot of blood come from the people who had cholera. And they say if they busted up this floor, that it could actually cause another cholera outbreak. That is absolutely crazy. You could contract cholera, and that afternoon you could be gone forever. Who is in this room? Let us know what your name is. We have a lot of ways that you can communicate with us right now. We have a device right here. It's a REM pod. And we have a K2 also. You notice that the REM pod hasn't gone off at all? Except in Lulu's room? That is crazy. Alright, that's enough.
But the green ain't lighting up.
Alright, green's messed up, I think. Come and light this little device up, or the one that's on the table for us. Where are you hiding at? There's no reason to hide. Which I know a lot of people come in here Probably ask you some of the same dumb old questions every day. We're not trying to get you to do any tricks, anything like that. We're just trying to see if you're still here and prove that there is a life after death. Can you help us with that? Do you believe in God? What was it that you used to do when you worked here at the poor farm? You alright? What was your job? What was your job? What did you do every day? Were you a butcher? Can you give us your name, please? I heard earlier that the folks that were in here earlier heard growls. Why did you do that? What are you going to accomplish by doing that? Are you trying to scare people? Alright, I guess there's nothing going on here. Guess we'll move on. Well, if you did communicate in this room, we sure do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Home cleaning and vegetables. Home cleaning and cooking. You know, that was an old tree right there. They cut down an old oak tree. Thought that was a big one too.
Here's your kitchen. That Nick Groff, Katrina Wyman, that paranormal lockdown, the spirit that actually got a hold of this handle. Doing that.
Doris Addington. Here and imagine Miss Doris standing right here making that food.
The creeper, little guy, is in this room. He high, and he looks like an octopus. He stood right here. And underneath here, there should be a mattress. And she ripped a strip of that mattress off and tied it around that broom. Then she stood on here and tied it around her neck and stepped off. Well, she wants me dead.
Stop recording.